Tonight, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle star Kevin Hart hosted Saturday Night Live for the third time, and guest Foo Fighters helped considerably in making the Christmas-themed final episode of 2017 extra festive. First up was the night's cold open. Alec Baldwin returned as Donald Trump to deliver a holiday message from the White House alongside wife Melania Trump's Cecily Strong. After congratulating himself for the best year in American history, Trump trimmed this year's Christmas tree of shame. Surrogates and remaining members of his cabinet stopped by to hang ornaments decorated with faces of former Trump team members like Sean Spicer, Michael Flynn and Anthony Scaramucci. Kate McKinnon's Kellyanne Conway has a pretty simple Christmas wish this year. Mikey Day and Alex Moffat reprised Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump before surprise guest and SNL five-timer Scarlett Johansson stepped in once again as Ivanka Trump. Remember her perfume ad, to big applause. Leslie Jones played Omarosa Manigault, the former Apprentice star who resigned from her job at the White House Tuesday night. If this part of the sketch seemed crazy, it's worth noting this is pretty much what happened in real life. Lastly, McKinnon appeared as an elf on the shelf as Jeff Sessions, in case you needed a reminder of how many impersonations the two-time Emmy winner is rotating regularly right now. This isn't even the first time she's played two characters in a cold open. Next up, Hart took to the Studio 8H stage, draped with lights and poinsettias, for his stand-up monologue. The 38-year-old funny man and wife Annika Parrish welcomed their third child last month, so of course he has parenting on thane. Most of his jokes were on this topic, including an extended bit about why he thinks dads are always more fun than moms. All of the fun responsibility lies on the shoulders of the her, he says. Some have already voiced disapproval of this part. Do you think the humor hit a sour note here, or was it in bounds and all in good fun? In a mock commercial, SNL suggested the OHSO literal charms from Pandora might not be the most romantic Christmas gifts. Wise advice. For many of us who've spent time in malls during the holidays and have seen this happen, the skit feels like a PSA. Nailed it. In Hart portrayed Captain Shadow, a Batman-like figure pulled over by the cops. Chris Redd stole this sketch's highly animated motor-mouth 16-year-old sidekick, Cardinal, who was totally unhelpful as the situation escalates and Shadow is escorted away in handcuffs. In Office Phone Call, Hart plays a man too proud to admit he needs to use the restroom to his coworkers, fabricating family emergencies and more to cover for his regular exits from company meetings. This sketch goes further than you might expect here. Inside the NBA gave Hart the opportunity to show us his Shaquille O'Neal impression. Shaq baffles his co-hosts on the TNT Sports panel with rambling bouts of word association, and Charles Barkley Kenan Thompson tells him he looks like the letter F came to life. Colin Yost opened Weekend Update with the real zinger about this week's election in Alabama. He also compared President Trump to Popeye. Michael Che led us into a montage of television personalities reacting to Manigault's resignation. She was Director of Communications for the Office of Public Liaison for the Trump administration earlier this week, including Robin Roberts. Internet famous by Felicia Jones Omarosa stepped in to set the record straight. Sort of. Following some jokes about the FCC, Amazon Echo and YouTube millionaires, Alex Moffat reprised one of his best characters, guy who just bought a boat. The wordplay this time, almost none of which is fit to print here, was most impressive, and Moffat clearly enjoys playing a guy few of us would like to meet. In a dark bit, Hart played Gene, a man bossed around at a Christmas party by his abusive wife Jones. Watch here. The weirdest sketch of the night, set at a nativity play, worked because Jones committed completely to the role of a woman obsessed with a llama in heat. One of the best sketches of the night was a PBS tribute to 1970s children's TV personality Active Jack. First, we see Hart as the lively Jack in his heyday. As always, SNL nailed the technical stuff and the clip looked authentic. Then we got a grim 45-year cast reunion, with Thompson taking over as an aged Jack. Foo Fighters first performed The Sky Is a Neighborhood Here from their new album Concrete and Gold, then mixed things up with a rocking Christmas medley of Christmas, Baby Please Come Home, and the electric guitar version of Linus and Lucy You Didn't Know You Needed Until Now. This ale interlude was the highlight of the evening, and Dave Grohl looked dapper in his holiday sweater. Speaking of mixing things up, tonight's fittingly lighthearted and joyful curtain call transported the SNL players to the world-famous Rockefeller Center ice rink. Hart sent out heartfelt thank yous, then the end credits rolled over the SNL cast kicking off their holiday break with some skating. Until next year, Saturday Night Live will return on NBC January 13th at 11:30 p.m. ET. Golden Globe nominee Sam Rockwell will host with guest Halsey. What did you think of Kevin Hart's third round at Studio 8H? Did you enjoy Foo Fighters' Christmas surprise as much as we did? Let us know in the comments.